really fast as a speaker. This is an impressive thing. He is a speech contest winner with less than a year's experience in Toastmasters. He is the Silver and Public Choice Area Speech Contest winner. Please welcome Eugene.
Good evening or the day, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me here as a panelist. This is a huge honor for me, and I hope I'll be able to meet the expectations. So regarding this speech that we have just seen, I think this is a very good example of a trendish speeches that we have during that we have been having during the latest years in Toastmasters. The speeches, they became much less about personal perseverance, but much more about some little insights that people can discover from typical situations. And I really liked how Aaron started with a simple joke, and he simply lighted up the audience just like that. Then, as he continued, he simply developed the story, but then gave the context that was really touching.
So Eugene,
and yes,
quickly, didn't mean to interrupt. Why did you think that his message of connection was successful? And what can we learn from that?
I think it is successful because people are ready to receive this message. We live in the times of a change in society, and we see how the values of people are evolving. And this is the right speech for the right time.
Very nice, very nice. His opening was what we call a callback. Several years before, he had a 57-word title. And the 57 words were performed by were spoken by the contest chair, which primed the audience. So it was 57 words, and then Aaron Beverly, and then the repeat of it again. And what that did was prime the audience, and they were already laughing, and they were already warmed up. So when he walked on stage, people knew who he was. That was a couple of years ago. And then when he opened the speech this year, it was, Mr. Contest Chair, my title is only 3 words. And everyone who was already in on the joke was already laughing, and they were primed yet again. Please continue, Eugene.
Yes, that's actually a thing that I also noticed, but I didn't understand the reference, and I thank you for explanation. And what we can see right now is that speeches like Beverly are much less about something personal, but are much more about something very general, about human connection. We have the increased demand of human connection, and that's why I think that at least for maybe next 3-5 years, this is going to be the topic that's going to win the world public speaking contest.
So tell me about your own method to grow quickly as a speaker. What did you do that got you to this high place in such a short period of time?
Well, I wouldn't really call it a high place in the first place, but anyway, you gotta do what is the most difficult for you at the moment. If at the moment the most difficult for you is just come out and make a short speech in front of like 10-15 people, then well, that's what you gotta do. That's it.
Okay, so let's take that one step further. Was there a chosen path that got you comfortable to get up in front of 10 or 15 people? Was there a set of tools that you brought in from the outside that got you comfortable in terms of content as well as presence? Because everybody's looking for how to get to where you are.
Comfortable. There is nothing comfortable about what I do generally in life, And even now for me to come out and do a short speech in front of 10, 15 people, it's uncomfortable, and you gotta do this. And it's just, it's the way it works. Public speaking, it's comfortable for only very, very experienced people, who I am not, obviously. And what I say is just, you gotta relax, because whatever you do, you will do for the benefit of yourself and the others. So that's it. Just be yourself.
Very good. Very good notes. I'm hoping that you are capturing this, folks, that if you are fearful of speaking, you simply have to speak and then push through and be who you are. How do you make your speeches bright and remarkable?
I'm very thankful for these appreciative words. Again, what I think that could make a speech great is a lot of self-reflection, a lot of contemplation, and you gotta see what's really pushing you or what's holding you back. You gotta understand yourself. And as you grow and you see all these intricate connections within your mind, you will grow to create beautiful speeches, truly beautiful speeches that will touch with the other people.
How many times do you edit your speeches?
Oh my. My very first speech that got me the second place in my, no, sorry, yes, the second place in my club. I started to making it like a month prior the contest, but just the week before the contest, I decided, well, it wouldn't do, so I had to write a new speech, almost from the scratch. So, well, I tend to go on the over editing, mode, and pretty much redo everything.
So you did multiple drafts and you rewrote your speech prior to the contest.
Yes, and the night prior to the contest, I still couldn't really remember my speech properly. It was very dreadful.
I completely understand. Are there any public speakers who are role models for you? Who do you look up to?
There are a few, actually. One public speaker that I like, he's not really a public speaker. I would say he's a good YouTuber, but I really like his manner of speech. He is Leo Gura. He's from the YouTube channel actualize.org. Another very good public speaker that I really loved was Terence McKenna, if you know the guy.
Would you put their names in the chat section?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, I will.
I think that would be fantastic. We may be able to come back to you, but I've got to keep us moving. I thank you for your insights. Everyone, please give a round of applause to Mr. Gorelikov.
Thank you, Kory.
Thank you.
Thank you.